In the last video, we talked about the war chest strategy, why it matters, and why so many military retirees are rethinking the old SPP decision. And it's true that most retirees first hear about the war chest because of the SPP replacement decision. But here's the reality. This tool isn't just about replacing SPP. For high-income earners, or any veteran building wealth after the military, it's about deciding how much of your future savings you'd like to shift into an asset class that grows tax-free, stays liquid, and still provides family protection. So that begs the question, how do you actually design one? That's where our War Chest Builder tool comes in. This is where you get to play with the numbers, see different scenarios, and decide for yourself how much control you want over your retirement income. And that's the real power of this tool. It lets you weigh those trade-offs for yourself before making any commitments. The first step is setting your priority. What's the mission of your war chest? The tool gives you 3 choices. If you're like most retirees, you'll start with family protection. This is the SPP replacement strategy, and it's the one we'll use for this demo. The other 2 options, retirement income and accumulation and legacy, show how the war chest can do much more. Maybe you're earning more after the military, or you've already built up a portfolio. In that case, the question isn't just, do I need to replace SPP? The question becomes, how much of my existing savings or future discretionary income would I like to position in an asset class that grows tax-free, is protected from market loss, stays liquid, and still provides family protection? That's the real value of the war chest. It starts with solving the SPP problem, but it also helps you make smarter decisions about how you grow and protect your wealth long term. Step 2 is choosing your funding level. And this is where the war chest puts you in the driver's seat. You'll see 3 preset options: the conservative path, which mirrors the 30 years of SPP payments; the accelerated path, which says, what if we did that in just 10 years instead? And the aggressive option for those who want to move larger sums quickly, maybe from existing savings. But you're not locked into these presets. You can always enter a custom number based on your actual budget and assets. And here's why this matters. The sooner and more efficiently you fund the war chest, the faster your cash value grows, and the sooner you stop paying premiums. That's the opposite of SBP, VGLI, or even traditional term and whole life insurance, where payments go on month after month, year after year. This step is about taking back control of your dollars, and the Builder tool makes it easy to compare how different choices play out over time. Step 3 is the timeline, and this is where you decide how long you want to be funding your war chest. A long funding period, say 30 years, keeps your monthly contributions lower, but it ties you to payments for decades. A shorter funding period, like 10 or 15 years, requires more upfront, but it buys you freedom. You're done sooner, your cash value grows faster, and you have more flexibility later in life. And this is the opposite of SPP, where you're locked into those fixed monthly premiums. Here you choose the pace, whether you want to slow roll it or fast track it. The war chest puts that choice in your hands. Step 4 is your death benefit protection, how much coverage you carry, and in what form. The Builder tool recommends the right amount of permanent coverage based on the funding and timeline you've chosen. Keeping that number lower keeps your costs lower and lets your cash value grow faster. If you want more coverage in the short term, especially during your working years, you can layer in term insurance. That gives you a larger benefit at a low cost. And with conversion privileges, you can decide later if you want to make that permanent. Protection is where we flip the usual insurance model on its head. Normally people start with a big death benefit and then try to figure out how to fund it. Here we do the opposite. We started with funding your plan, and then the tool recommends the minimum amount of permanent coverage required to keep costs down and tax advantages intact. That way you're not overpaying for permanent insurance that you may not need later in life. Instead, more of the money goes towards building your cash value. If you need extra protection in your early years while you're still working, you can add term insurance. It's cheap, it's temporary, and in most cases, it'll never pay out, which is fine. You don't want that scenario to occur. But because of the built-in conversion options, you can always convert some or all of that term into permanent coverage if life circumstances change. That's the power here. Flexible protection on your terms. Now let's check out the results. This page shows you how your war chest performs over time based on the choices you've made. In the full view, you can see year-by-year details, how much you've contributed, how much cash value you've built, and how the death benefit shifts. The term coverage eventually drops off, while your permanent coverage and cash value keep growing. This page makes the impact of your earlier choices crystal clear. Whether you choose conservative funding, accelerated, or aggressive, you can now see how those decisions plays out in real numbers. And unlike SPP, where you're just paying and hoping for the best case scenario, here you can track and adjust along the way. What matters here isn't just the numbers, it's the control. You can see exactly how your funding decisions change the outcomes. And if you are using the war chest as an SPP replacement, this final step is the comparison that matters most. On the left, you've got SPP, a lifetime of payments, no flexibility, and nothing you can access while you're alive. On the right, you've got the war chest. Exact same dollars going in, but redirected into an asset class that grows tax advantaged, stays liquid, keeping flexibility if your situation changes, and still protecting your family with permanent coverage. This isn't about saying one option is right for everyone. It's about showing you that you likely have other choices. As long as your health is good enough to qualify for private life insurance, you may be a great fit for the war chest strategy. And this tool is designed to help you clarify those options.